If you start your approach with a laundry list of this is what I do, what you have not done is establish need. You have not established trust between you and the person. You don't have an established rapport that the person even trusts you. And you haven't established that the person needs what you offer. You just said, this is what I do. Okay, that's what you do. It doesn't have any meaning, it doesn't have any context. So, in the processes that Devin and I teach, we talk a lot about who's your target audience and what is your offer to that target audience. What are, instead of just listing a laundry list of your services, how are you communicating a compelling a value proposition that is compelling to a particular niche audience that would say, I need that. I may have reasons for not buying it, but I know that I need it. Um, so I'm going to use a someone else's outline, but I'm going to very quickly list some stages of the sales process. So once you've identified who your target, the generically who your target audience is, whatever your criteria, and Devin says a minimum of three. I think it's if for business to consumer, it's probably three is probably enough. For business to business, I think it needs to be more specific than three criteria. But I only think that I don't have empirical data. And then what offer am I going to offer to them? And that defines for the 9 business models that I teach, what business am I in? What business am I going to use to fulfill that offer that defines that offer that I'm going to fulfill for that audience? But now, when you transition from marketing to sales, there's a series of stages, and a whole bunch of people are missing the needs analysis stage. So the prospecting stage is where you turn some generic um, idea about who the target market is to a particular prospect that is a known person who fits within that target audience. So instead of talking about junk removal companies, I'm suddenly talking about a person with a name. The qualifying stage is a series of questions of an assessment of, does this company meet the criteria that is likely going to be um, my ideal prospect? Because if they're so prospect, I'm looking for people that meet that are in my target audience. Qualifying is an analysis of, is it worth their time and my time for me to even reach out to them? If your primary marketing is inbound, if you're producing content like I am and people are coming to you, then they are qualifying themselves. But if you're doing outreach, then you need to do some analysis. Does this person fit enough of the criteria of my target market? Then there's an initial meeting and a needs discovery. And the needs discovery is a series of questions. It's not, this is what I do. It's, do you have this situation? Do you have this situation? Do you have this situation? What's going on with you? What have you tried? It's the questions that help you diagnostically, and Devin talks about this as the consultative sales process. It's you doing the diagnosis of, do I have the ability to help you? Do I understand your problem well enough to know whether I can solve your problem? And then the needs analysis is going back and evaluating, okay, of the things I know about this company, about the things I know about this person, do I know enough about how to make them a specific offer from my general, this is my product offering? Do I know enough now to say, this is a proposal that would solve your specific problems? After you do the needs analysis, then you can go and present or demonstrate that product and propose or solution as, or your product, your service as the solution to their problem. That only then do you get approvals. And once you get approvals, then you go and slide out of the sales process and into the fulfillment side of the equation, of the three bucket equation that Devin talks about. So the steps of the sales process after we've determined our target audience and our offer that we're making to that target audience. Prospecting is identify individuals that meet the criteria of that target audience. We're pre-qualifying them by understanding enough about them to make it make sense whether we're having an initial meeting in the first place. Then we're doing needs assessment and a needs analysis. That's the consultative sales process that Devin talks about. We're making a presentation about how our product might be the solution to that problem. And then we're getting their approval. I'm Keith Bashirs. I'm the bald guy. I help small businesses with marketing, theory, tactics, techniques, training, and technology. And right now I'm training on the techniques and tactics of taking your nine steps of the marketing plan, understanding how your target audience and your messaging offer fits into your sales process. I hope this helps. Have a fantastic day. Or not, your choice.